What's going on, everybody? Sean Daniel with Guitar Control here. Today we're learning one of my all-time favorite songs, Don't Look Back in Anger by Oasis. Really a masterclass in songwriting. It's got some cool different things going on as far as like parallel minor, taking chords from outside of a key. So make sure you click the link below to grab the chord chart and the chord list with the lyrics for everything we're doing, because it really helps to follow along with the lyrics. And we're just gonna skip the instrumental parts of this and just focus on like the core acoustic song of it, all right? So the main chord progression is gonna sound like this. So we're going to talk about each of these specifically. The great thing is it seems like a lot of chords, right? But the good news is the verse and the chorus is really the same chord progression with one slight variation at the end. So let's jump right into it. We're in the key of C, and it starts with a C major chord, right? So ring finger, 3rd fret on the A string, middle finger, 2nd fret on the D string, pointer finger, 1st fret on the B string. And there we go. We got it right there. So now the strumming pattern, we're just going to get a real basic 1, 2, 3, 4 and, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 and. All right, so all the numbers are downstrokes. The word and is going to be an upstroke. Down, 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 up. Now, there's a little bit of dynamics in it. 1, 2, 3, 4 and. The 2 is hit a little softer or just the root note. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's kind of the vibe that we're going for most of the song, right? So as far as the chord progression goes, the first 4 chords are going to be C major, G major, A minor, E major. All right, so we did the C. We're going to go to G. I'm going to play the G major with my pinky on the 3rd fret of the E string, my ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, pointer finger 2nd fret of the A string, middle finger 3rd fret of the E string, right? So we've got that. A minor, probably you know this. 1st fret on the B string, pointer finger, 2nd fret G string, ring finger, 2nd fret D string, middle finger, and then just move this whole shape 1 string lower to get an E major, okay? So this E major is not really in the key of C. Technically, it's supposed to be an E minor chord, but having what's called a major 3 chord, C, D, E, E being the 3rd note in the key of C, it's a very common move. You can really use this chord in any C progression and it'll sound pretty good, all right? So one thing that we're really just introducing a different note, this G sharp. Again, G is a note in the key of C, but we're adding there for, again, great songwriters, really, really cool different kind of a sound, specifically after that A minor. So same strumming pattern on 4 chords. C to G, A minor to E. Now you'll notice the 4 and the and of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 and. That last count I'm using to leave the chord early and really just kind of upstroke on an open string set to buy my hand time to get to the next chord, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Really, that's something you can do in almost any song, right? Now, after this, the continuing on for the same chord progression for the verse and the chorus, we're going to have an F chord to a G to a C, A minor G. All right? Now, if you don't want to use a bar chord, that's totally fine. You can play an F major chord like this. pointer finger, 1st fret on the B string, middle finger, 2nd fret G string, pinky, 3rd fret D string, ring finger, 3rd fret A string. All right? Again, or you could bar the 1st fret and do the same thing with your other fingers, right? Now we're gonna go F to G. You can do this, F to the same G as before, to C. Or, what I like to do sometimes, I like to, if I'm going from an F to a G, just move that F 2 frets up. This is a G chord, just like this is a G chord. Doesn't really matter which one you use, totally up to you, right? So F to G to C. All right? So again, after that C, we're gonna go quickly A minor G to turn the whole thing around again. All right? So let's recap everything we've done so far. We've got a C, a bar of C, to a bar of G, a bar of A minor, a bar of E, a bar of F to G, a bar of C. Then we're splitting a bar between an A minor and a G. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, all together, one more time. C to G, A minor, E, F to G, back to C, then an A to a G, back to C. Okay, so that repeats a couple times, all right? Really cool chord progression. A lot of movement, a lot of action going on, something I really recommend you try learning, right? Then we're going to go to, I guess, what we'll call the pre-chorus. Now this goes to an F to F minor to C. This happens 3 times, all right? So this is one instance where if you want to use the bar chord F, where you bar the 1st fret, it's a little bit easier if you can do bar chords, because to get from an F to what's called a parallel minor, a minor chord with the same root note, F major, F minor, you just pick your middle finger up. Now, what you'll see me do a lot, to really emphasize the minor 3rd there, it's kind of hard to bar this at the 1st fret because all the tension is really closest to this right here. So having an F minor chord like this, your middle finger can help push down like that. Now, if you wanted to stick with this non-bar chord version, to get that F minor, all we have to do is we have to take this note and turn it into this note. The 2nd fret on the G string into the 1st fret on the G string. So however you can do that, whether it's through this shape, back to C, or this shape, back to C. Now another thing that you could do is if you really just want to make it easy, no barring, the F is going to be your ring finger, 3rd fret of the A string, pinky 3rd fret of the D string, middle finger, 2nd fret of the G string. Just strum just the A, D, and G strings. And then go 3, 3, 1, A, D, G. To C. So we have an F to F minor, C to C. F, F minor, back to C. F, F minor, C. We do that 3 times in a row. F, F minor, C. Then G, E7, maybe even with this extra bass note, depending on which chord chart you look at. The chord chart we'll provide is going to have a G sharp in the bass. I'll talk about that in a second. But after we go through that run of F to F minor to C, we're going to have this G, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 2 bars, E7, which is really like that E major but without your ring finger. Now, again, if you ever see a slash chord that has like E7 and a slash with a G sharp in it, that means there's a G sharp in the bass. So you can add your pinky to the 4th fret of the E string. Again, this is optional. G, E7 with the G sharp in the bass. What that does is it's taking the lower notes and it's actually ascending because we're moving to an A minor, okay? So you can go G to E7 to A minor like that, or you could just keep it G to E7. we're going to the same place. A minor, G, F, and then this is before the chorus, to G. You can let it ring there, or you can just really back to the beginning. C to G, A minor, E, F, G, C, A, G, C, G, A minor, E, F, F minor, C. So that parallel minor thing at the very, very end of the song, this is the one alteration I was telling you about. The very last time, the at least not today part, when we get to the F part, F's role in that initial chord progression, this is where we're going to take the parallel minor from the pre-chorus and really kind of end it into this outro that ends on a C, which is really a beautiful way to kind of end the song, and it's almost kind of foreshadowed in the pre-chorus. So again, really fantastic songwriters, really, really a great band. People talk a lot of crap about them. Some of that they've brought on themselves for sure. But I'm an Oasis fan, always have been, and I think it's really cool to just look at their songs and maybe try to learn something and have them in your repertoire. So if you have any questions, let us know in the comments. If there's anything else you want to see, let us know. And in the meantime, make sure you check out other videos on the Guitar Control channel by myself and other great guitar control instructors. Thanks a lot.